Good morning YouTube and welcome to the video. I'm currently 8 weeks out. It is the 27th of July, Sunday the 27th of July. I've been up for around about an hour now. Weighed in this morning at 169 pounds on the dot. So another around pound off this week, which is not too bad. I believe my kind of previous low was last weekend at 169.8. But majority of this week I've been sitting around the kind of like 170s/171s, and then it's dropped down to the 169 on the dot this morning. So yeah, this video is going to be a little bit of a day in the life. I might do a little bit of a kind of full day of eating as well, we shall see. But to start off today, I'm going to have my digestion drink, which is the apple cider vinegar with aloe vera juice and psyllium husk. If anyone's wondering, I use this apple cider vinegar. You can get it from Amazon. It's fairly cheap. I have 25 mils of that in a morning with 50 mils of the aloe vera juice by Aloe Pure. Again, this is another thing you can get off Amazon. Nice, easy and convenient. So that'll be just mixed together really. I'm not gonna lie, this drink tastes absolutely awful in the morning, but needs must at this point. Like I said so many times, it's definitely got to a point within this prep where digestion or bowel movement is getting a little bit tricky. I'm not having like frequent bowel movements every single day. I'm actually kind of lucky if I do have one every single day, because at the moment it's maybe like every other day. It might be a bit TMI for the YouTube, but again, this is kind of part of bodybuilding, and you know, some people get very, very frustrated with the scale weight, and you know, this could be a reason for why your scale weight is not going down. It's because you're obviously having irregular bowel movements compared to what you'd usually have. So yeah, 6 grams of this psyllium husk powder as well. This is just psyllium husk granules or flakes. You can get that from Amazon as well. So yeah, I'll just mix that together, create swamp water, and then neck it, which is pretty grim, I can't lie. You know what I mean? Hi Belle, are you joining the video? Fantastic. Just gonna have to pop you down there, mate. But yeah, look at that. Not the nicest drink in the world, but it does the job. Ugh. I don't think any prep taste buds will make that taste good. So next up on the morning routine, hydration drink. I will be training after 1 meal today, as it is a Sunday, and I've got upper, which I don't believe I've recorded on this YouTube channel before. Yeah, I've got upper today, which is primarily just chest, delts and back. There's no arm work in upper, because I obviously have a delts and arm day tomorrow. So yeah, it's going to be a good one. I'm going to do the housework now as well, of course, with the YouTube. But if you haven't already subscribed, if you haven't already liked the video, then make sure you get to it. Make sure you show some support on the YouTube. The next video is going to be a show day video for Tom and Owen, who currently just started peak week today actually. So I've already set them up. They're already up and running for the first day of peak week. I've got an in-person check-in with Tom today as well. He's going to pop around mine, so I can have a look at him in person. Both of them looking very, very good. Really, really happy with where they're both at. I've said to both of them, you know, that obviously this is an early show for them. You know, that both of their seasons don't really finish off until late September. So, you know, this is not going to be them at 100%, and you can't expect it to be when their first show is literally the start of August. So, you know, the main goal for them too is bring a very, very competitive package, which they will, but not be 100% in, because that would be very, very hard to then branch between shows. So yeah, they're going to be in a very, very good spot for next weekend, and a position where they can improve as the season goes on as well. And I'm very, very excited to see them both step on stage. Obviously, Owen is a teen, Tom is a novice in this show, so it's going to be one exciting show. And I haven't been to a BNBF show in a while, so I'm looking forward to that, and a little bit of nostalgia for me as well, as we're going to the BNBF Southern, which was actually my first ever show that I'd done as a teen, where I placed second. So I'm excited to get back there. It was actually the last show I did as well in 2022. So yeah, a little bit of nostalgia when it comes to that show, so I'm excited for it. Anyway, hydration drink has been made. Belle is currently playing with something in the sink. Interesting. Scoop of Rise and Shine by Pit Stop Nutrition. Where did I put that? Did I put that back in the cupboard? I did. In the peach iced tea flavour. Very, very good. Highly recommend. And then 10 grams of creatine as well. I'm meant to have 5 grams of glutamine, but I've actually run out. So I've ordered some more, and that should come within the next couple of days. But yeah, I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal now, which is gonna be my 100 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of whey, and 25 grams of nut butter. Have that, then we're gonna get to the gym, in for upper, and then yeah, I might just film along with the day. You never know, it might turn into a full day of eating, we shall see. Right, so meal one has been made. 100 grams of cream of rice, 40 grams of whey, 25 grams of nut butter. Lovely stuff. You guys have seen this meal so many times now. Total macros for today, as it is a training day, is 221 grams of protein, 48 fat, and 218 grams of carbs. So yeah, nothing too exciting. It totals out at about just sub 2,200 calories, which is not too bad for a training day at the moment. All variables are still the same. In prep, steps are at 10,000 per day. Cardio, just half an hour on rest days at the moment as well. So yeah, things haven't really changed in terms of all those variables, but scale weight is still going down slowly getting leaner as well, which is obviously the goal for this point at 8 weeks out. So I'm gonna enjoy this meal here. Apologies if I sound a little bit disorientated this video as well. I've had 2 nights sleep back to back, which have not been the greatest at all. Have been a bit of a struggle. I've literally got 5 hours sleep last night and then 5 hours sleep the night prior, and usually I'm kind of averaging around 7.5. So a little bit disorientated today, but hopefully we can get through it and still produce a semi-decent video. Also, what's everyone's comments on my cream of rice presentation? I'm not one that really tries to make their food look nice, but what would you give that? Comment down below a rating out of 10 for this lovely bowl of cream of rice. Anyway, I'm gonna enjoy this. I'll show you me eating it, just to prove that I am actually eating it. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right, so we've just arrived at the gym in for upper today. Like I said, I don't know if you guys can see, but on my nose, because I've been putting tannin moisturizer on and a nose strip has just ripped the tan off. So I've just got this line around my nose, which is fantastic. Anyway, upper today, so starting off with Y raises, then going on to the Atlantis incline, dip, cable flat press, pec deck, prime row, and upper back pull down, and that'll be it. And then obviously do some posing as well. I have just necked some MVP because it's fair to say I need it today. I need a little bit of a kick. So MVP's gone in, full scoop. So hopefully it's going to be a good session. I might mic up a little bit for this session, but primarily I'm just going to get my headphones in and get the job done. Keep majority of the focus towards obviously the session. I think I've said this in previous videos before, but you know, I'm at the point in prep where when I'm in the gym, my main focus needs to be training. And unfortunately, you know, I am quite a sociable guy, but in this period of time, you know, I need to be focusing on my sessions, and obviously talking a lot to the camera or, you know, talking to other people, it obviously takes away that focus. So I do have to be a little bit selfish at this point, which is, you know, just a byproduct of being in prep really. So yeah, I'm going to get into the gym now. In terms of intra-workout, it's still exactly the same. Still the 25 grams of carbs with 15 grams of EAAs. So that'll be added into my daily macros as well, and that hasn't changed. And I actually do think that, you know, if you're in a contest prep and you've got the food to have an intra-workout, definitely have an intra-workout because it's really helped with my performance towards the back end of sessions. So yeah, I'm going to get in the gym. Hopefully it's going to be a good session, and I'll catch up with you guys after. Okay. Okay, top set about to go down. 4 and a 15. I've been holding this for around 5 reps for the past like 5, 6, 7 weeks now. So if I can continue to hold and retain this number, I'll be very, very happy. I've got the blocks in as well to start in a more kind of natural range. I'm kind of in between 2 levels on the arms and the Atlantis incline. It's like I need like a 2.5 rather than a 3 or a 2. 2 is a little bit too low, 3 is a little bit too high. So yeah, blocks are in to start in a more natural range. And yeah, let's see how the set goes. If I can hold 5, I'll be very, very happy, especially with the poor night's sleep last night and the past 2 nights. And as well being 169 pounds this morning. So let's get it. It's all about this. It's all about this. Oh. So. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm happy with that one. I thought it felt a little bit scrappy, but it actually wasn't that bad looking back here. Probably why it's so important to film and train. So yeah, 4 as a back off now. I believe last week I got 9. So again, if I can get 9, I know I only hit double figures for a back off. But yeah, if I can hold 9 with 4, I'll be very, very happy. And then it's onto the dip. Oh! Haha! Get it! Fucking AirPods as well, falling at me. Just at the point in prep where any movement, I just have to make a noise. Just moaning and groaning. Anyway, moving on to the dip. 50 kilos. Been holding this for around 5 or 6 reps. So we'll see what we can do here. The always hardest part about this movement is just standing up to a platform with 50 kilos on you. Oh, always fun. The hardest part. Oh. You'd think as I get lighter that'd get easier. Blood doesn't. So, a pretty productive session so far. All numbers maintained, which is very, very good. Dip went well as well. 50 for 5 and then 30 for 10. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Now onto the cable flat press. I couldn't find the can't remember what they're called. Daisy chain, that's it. Couldn't find the daisy chain, don't know where they've gone. So I've had to like double carabiner it. Hopefully that'll start me in a more natural position. If not, I'm just gonna have to maneuver it a little bit, which isn't ideal. But yeah, first set here, little pause in the stretch just because the stack is fairly light. And then second set would be continuous reps. Oh God, big maneuver. Okay, last exercise for chest now. 2 sets of pec deck. With pec deck, I like to use the fat grips and basically just sit my forearm or my elbow on the fat grip. Now, in the past, when I've done normal kind of pec deck and normal style pec deck, for some reason on my right shoulder, it makes a kind of like a popping feeling, a popping sensation, which does take away from the set. So I've actually found putting the fat grips on bars and then using it to kind of like imitate the Nautilus pec fly, where I'm actually flying from my elbow, rather from the load being from my elbow rather than from my wrist or my hand. I actually find I connect a lot better with it, and it stops that kind of pop noise in my shoulder. So before the hardcore crew start kicking off bus saying I'm too optimal, give it a go. It feels pretty good. I quite like it. I'll also, not that he needs crediting, but I'll credit John Jewett for this move there. This was the first person I saw do it. Right, that is the session wrapped up. Very, very happy with that one. Very, very good session. Managed to maintain all numbers, so big win considering a new low this morning of 169 pounds. Pretty much just baby weight now, like just literally 169 pounds. Ridiculous. I haven't weighed this much since I was like a teen in 2019. So yeah, good session. Managed to do a few rounds of posing as well, and practice my routine. If anyone is coming to my shows, please do not expect really, really good flow in my routine. Because if I'm all right at like the normal poses and stuff like that and the mandatories and during the comparisons and transitions, but my routine definitely needs some work. So that's something I'm gonna be practicing over the next few weeks leading up to the first show, because I want it to be decent. But yeah, I haven't got the slippery feet or the, you know, I'm not a great dancer, to be honest. So I usually find that the people who are good at dancing, that usually correlates into their posing. So yeah, don't expect great flow, but I'll try and make it my best. I'm excited to display my physique on stage this year, and I'm excited to obviously do hopefully a pretty cool routine. But yeah, I need to get home now because I'm hungry, get my post-workout in, and I'll see you guys for meal 2. Okay, back home now. Post-workout meal going down. 100 grams of cereal, 190 grams of raw weight chicken with 50 grams of kimchi and like 10 grams of the Nando sauce. To do with salt as well, I have 2 grams of salt in my pre-workout meal, and then every other meal after that is just 1 gram. So averages out about 6 grams of salt per day. Well, probably 6.5 if you're including the hydration product as well. So yeah, I'm gonna tuck into this because I'm very, very hungry right now. Slightly behind on meals today because admittedly I didn't wake up till around 7 o'clock, so poor night's sleep last night. So yeah, gonna have to space my meals slightly closer together than what I usually would, but it's not a problem as long as I kind of have my last meal around 7:30. It's all good there. So yeah, I'm gonna dig into this lovely cereal, waiting for my cereal to be taken away, and it will just be. What do you think would be like a miserable amount of cereal? 25 grams. Yeah. You've been down to like 25 grams of cereal before, haven't you? Yeah, that's rough. It's like when you get prescribed? It's like when you get given like 25 grams of cream of rice or something. Like, I probably wouldn't bother. I'd just have like 2 rice cakes or something. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy my lovely post-workout meal. We're probably gonna have a little bit of a chilled day today for this Sunday. Kate's in bin status. 2 days of raving, that's what puts you in bin status. I wonder who's feeling more bin right now, me or you? It's a race to the bottom, people. It's a race to the bottom. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this meal and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Whoa, chicken exploding in the microwave. doesn't sound good. Has it exploded? No, I think we're good. Meal 3 about to go down. Nothing exciting, unfortunately. 190 grams of chicken, raw weight, 60 grams of lettuce, and 50 grams of kimchi. And then to accompany that, 20 grams of 90% dark chocolate. What lovely stuff, eh? Like I said, all my carbohydrates are prioritized around my training window, so pretty much pre-intra post are my only carbs, unless you count a little bit of carbs from the fruit a little bit later on in my last meal. So yeah, nothing too exciting. Recently, well, I say recently, probably within the last couple months, started eating kimchi. Very, very good for gut health, but also tastes banging. Like, where's it been all my life? I know, late to the party, as always, Max, late to the party. But yeah, 50 grams of kimchi. And of course, what has to accompany this meal is a little bit of Nando sauce. Maximum about 15 grams per meal. I won't really go over that. And I do weigh it as well, even though there's like very, very minimal calories in that Nando sauce. It's still good to keep as a standard variable. But yeah, this is meal 3. It looks lovely. Some people struggle to eat their dark chocolate like this. I say it's like chalky. I honestly don't mind it. Tastes better when it's on cream rice, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this meal. I've got Milling Tom coming round in probably about 20 minutes. Gonna have a look at him in person. Like I said, he's started peak week this week, so excited to see him. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen him, so yeah, exciting times ahead. Nice. You on your glutes? No. Get on your glutes. You'll close that thigh gap. Bring your heels in, toes out. Yeah, nice. Lovely. Quarter time. Yeah, and chest up nice and high. It's quality. Yeah, nice. Right, meal 4 going down. 150 grams raw weight beef mince, 50 grams of asparagus, 50 grams of spinach, and of course accompanied by the Nando sauce. Nothing exciting. Again, like I said, majority of my carbohydrates are around my training window, so pretty much the rest of my meals are just protein veg servings. Obviously a little bit of fats from the beef mince, but yeah, quite enjoyed this meal. It's quite a nice one. Used to have rice in it, doesn't have rice in it anymore, so it's a little bit of sad times. Can't even remember what rice tastes like, to be honest. I haven't had rice in that long. It's definitely been a few months, but yeah, cheers to my beef mince, asparagus, and spinach. Meal 5. A basil. Cracking on with meal 5, final meal of the day. 100 grams of frozen berries, frozen raspberries, 40 grams of whey, 1 gram of salt, and a couple of grams of cinnamon. I'm also going to tuck into some Chinese as well. I'm bottling it. Bottling prep. What we've got here?
I've already eaten what I wanted.
What's that? King prawn.
Kung po prawn.
Nice. And then chicken chow mein.
Yeah, but there's enough to feed a family.
Yeah, there always is with Chinese, isn't there? Refeed on the old Chinese. Yeah, right. To accompany the meal, a lovely Pepsi strawberries and cream, which is definitely growing on me. It's probably my favourite diet drink now. It's definitely a prep thing, but yeah. That's it for today's video. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you comment as well. Subscribe if you're new. The next video will be the BNBF Southern with Tom and Owen, so I'm very, very excited for that. It's going to be an exciting weekend next weekend, so make sure you stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.